This is Ella, and you're listening to Frey. Starting right now. Here's your host, Alfredo Leon.
Thank you, Ellen. This is indeed Frey, as we're live from New York City, right in the middle of Times Square. And it's pretty noisy out here during this time of day, and any time of day, actually, when there's a lot of traffic and people try to cross everywhere, the streets, try to go wherever they're going. And we're sitting at the stairs up in Times Square, so people wouldn't be going crazy about where we're talking and everything like that out here in New York. And it's pretty incredible coming here to New York City, seeing the beautiful buildings and everything like that in Times Square. See, like, especially at nighttime where it looks incredible. See, like, the famous buildings over there. Remember the Forever 21? Well, it used to be Virgin. And also the McDonald's over there as well. So New York City is just incredible, especially Times Square. Hearing all the traffic and everything like that. But let's get right into it. As there was a major trade made last night in Major League Baseball. And it was by the New York Yankees. And that trade was with the Chicago White Sox. As the Yankees acquired Todd Frazier, David Robinson, and Tommy Kahnle from the White Sox in exchange for Tyler Clippard and prospects Blake Rutherford, Ian Clarkin, and Tito Polo. Here's a statement made by White Sox GM Rick Hahn. He said, "We made the determination that bundling these three players together was the best way to maximize on our return on any transaction. We felt this trade with the Yankees brought back the most quality as opposed to spreading out our assets across multiple deals." Trade rumors started with about like Frazier being on the move and stuff after he wasn't in the lineup for the White Sox on Tuesday, despite the fact that there was a talk about a deal in Boston. However, it wound up not being the case, as Frazier wound up going to the Yankees instead, along with Robinson and Kahnle. And the Yankees were able to take that player, that, like I said, Frazier, that the Red Sox needed, and took other bullpen pieces for extra help. And this trade with the White Sox reunites Robinson with the Yankees as the closer, who was in pinstripes 7 years before leaving the White Sox to join as a free agent in 2015. He also won a World Series in 2009 with the Yankees and was also the closer when he blew the save after Derek Jeter had that incredible walk-off hit to end his career at Yankee Stadium, which was pretty remarkable itself. And Robinson will earn $13 million next season before he becomes a free agent in 2019. He's put up a 2.70 ERA this year with 13 saves and 47 strikeouts. Kahnle, who was a Yankees draft pick from 2010, was the White Sox most efficient and valuable reliever this season. He's got 60 strikeouts in 37 games, which puts him about fourth among qualified relievers with 15 strikeouts per 9 innings. John Potensis leads that category. Kahnle is under team control until 2021. Clippard, who's headed to Chicago and is a free agent at the end of the season, has a 4.95 ERA in 40 games this year. Out of the prospects headed to the White Sox, Blake Rutherford is ranked by Major League Baseball as the team's third best prospect and 30th among the top 100. Clarkin was a first-round pick in 2013 and is ranked as the Yankees' 19th best prospect. And Polo in the outfield is hitting .307 combined with the Yankees in single A and double A levels. And all the moves by the club, which goes back to the offseason, the White Sox now have 10 prospects ranked among MLB's pipeline, Major League Baseball's pipeline, top 100. My thoughts on the trade: a good trade for the Yankees. They had a lot of issues at first base, especially with Greg Bird and all the guys that played at first base. There's a number of names like Gary Sanchez and Chris Carter and Ji-Man Choi, and you name it. There's a lot of players that ended up having to play first base, and now with Frazier being acquired by the Yankees, he could play third base, and Chase Headley could move to first, as was being talked about. And with the struggles of Betances and Chapman, now they can get another reliever in Kahnle to try to get in there, as well as Robinson, who would slide back into the eighth inning role, and then Betances can move into lower level situations, and so he can be able to maximize his potential there. And also, my thoughts about Frazier going to the Yankees is a great acquisition there. Like I said, they needed a third baseman. Well, they needed the first base because of all the injuries there with Greg Bird. But also, he grew up a Yankee fan. He's from Tom's River, so which is about 90 minutes away, and he was part of the Little League World Series championship team in 1998, and he got to stand next to Derek Jeter at Yankee Stadium that year, and he was a Yankees fan growing up. He used to be able to go to games and stood in the stands and everything like that. He went, and it was pretty cool for him to be going to the Yankees, for him being from Tom's River and everything like that. He also got a picture with Derek Jeter in 2014, what it was his first All-Star game. And it was Jeter's last All-Star game, which is pretty cool itself. So this is a good trade for the Yankees, as they needed to address their relievers after the issues with Chapman and the chances as well as their first base situation hopefully is resolved. But Greg Bird even said he's planning to come back, so we'll see what happens there. Hopefully the Yankees can capitalize on this trade. Canley did pitch today against the Twins in their loss, pitched an inning, so he made an impact there right away. And other news, the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series was held over the weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire. Denny Hamlin got his first win of the season, and the first for Joker's Racing this year after being winless in the last 20 races, which was a long drought for them as well, the longest I believe since '07. Not one driver at Joker's Racing won prior to Hamlin at this point, as the other drivers are Suarez, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Busch, and Matt Kenseth still have yet to win this year at this point after Hamlin won. Hamlin spoke about how much he was looking in the rearview mirror in the last few laps of the 42, Kyle Larson, and as well he spoke about the win.
Yeah, I was just trying to do everything I could to pace. I knew he had a very fast car, and it just seemed like we were able to get off the corner pretty good. Really, I just ran kind of a pace there, which I felt comfortable with, and just in case we had to restart it when we run the tires up. But proud of this whole FedEx office team, backup car, put us behind the 8-ball on Friday, but it's cool to win one like this.
He also spoke about how tough it was to deal with a 20-win race winlessly for JGR.
Yeah, it's definitely been tough, but it's not from a lack of trying. We've been getting better every week, and as far as I'm concerned, I think we should race here 10 times a year.
That was pretty cool when he said that. That was a nice statement he made there by saying race there 10 times a year. Yeah. He's had some success at New Hampshire Motor Speedway when he won there when it was a New Hampshire National Speedway, beating Jeff Gordon, winning there when it was a 300-mile race. Afterwards, Gordon said jokingly said that he needed more laps, and the next year that he could use that lap. So, anyways, it was also Hamlin's 30th career win. It also clinched a playoff spot to secure a berth in NASCAR's version of the playoffs, and ended a winless streak that dated back to Richmond last September. This was despite he crashed his number 11 car in practice and went to backup, but was still able to win the race afterwards. Here's the rest of the top 10. Kyle Larson driving the 42 car for Chip Ganassi Racing, finishing second. Mark Truex Jr. driving the 78 car for Furniture Row Racing, finishing third. Matt Kenseth driving the 20 car for Joker's Racing, finishing fourth. Kevin Harvick driving the 4 car for Suarez Racing, finishing fifth. Daniel Suarez finishing sixth for Joker's Racing, the 19 car. Clint Boyer finishing seventh, driving the 14 car for Suarez Racing. Kurt Busch finishing eighth, which is his teammate, driving the 41 car for Suarez Racing. Brad Keselowski finishing ninth, driving the 2 car for Team Penske. And Jimmy Johnson right off the top 10, driving the 48 car for Hampshire Motor Speedway. Other notables including his teammate Chase Elliott in the 24, finishing 11th. Danica Patrick in the 10 car for Suarez Racing, finishing 13th. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. in his final race at New Hampshire, in his semi-final race, he'll have his final one there in September, finishing 18th with the 88 car for Hendrick Motorsports. And the next Monster Energy Cup Series race will be held on Sunday, July 23rd at 2:30 Eastern on NBC. So that was pretty cool what Hamlin was able to do. Ending the drought. At some point they were going to win, and he would say that they're getting closer and closer, and they were able to get that win after the drought they had, which shows that there could be a sign more wins to come for the team afterwards, and they're due to win more after the long drought they had. So we'll see what happens there. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this live edition as you hear the sirens in the background of the police and all the other vehicles of this radio show of our show Frey in New York City. And it was pretty cool out here. It's joy to see the sights and sounds every time afterwards. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and have a great day. And enjoy it. Enjoy the sights and sounds here. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.